All right, hey shooters, Matt over here with RS Solutions. So for all my Whiskey 3 users, I'm going to go over a little issue that we've been having, especially me, right? Get the mag up in here. One, you have an issue with it locking, right? You got to force it up in there to get it to click. And then the other issue is mag wobble. All right, so there's a solution where you can buy a mag block and you got to tear your gun apart and then put it back together with the mag block inserted. But I found a quick, easy way to tighten up the mag well just by loosening 2 screws and pinching them down so we can reduce that mag wobble. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that to save you a couple bucks. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we just got to rotate the gun to its side so we can see these magazine well screws, which are located here and here, just around the front action screw. So what we're going to do is we're just going to loosen these 2 screws, and that's going to allow us to slide the mag well back and pretty much close this gap that's right here above the magazine release. And then when you tighten it back down, it'll make a more firm grasp on the magazine to reduce wobble and allow you to get a better feed and extraction on your magazine. Alright, so the big thing too is when it comes to these screws, we don't have to pull them all the way out. We just have to loosen them enough that we get freedom of movement and play inside the magazine well. So once we've loosened them up enough, like I said, where they're flush, we can check it just to make sure we can see that there's play in the magazine well. So then you know you've loosened them enough and you don't have to do any more. And then the big thing is you just got to push it to where we now push and hold. So now we have this gap as close as we can get it. And then we're just going to go right back in and retighten them back down. So you can do them hand tight for now, and then you can go to torque settings after, because we want to check fitment of the magazine to make sure it still fits, because you can pinch it too tight and then the magazine won't fit back in the gun. So once we have it tight, we'll insert the mag and make sure that it actually can fit still, because we didn't over tighten it. We check the mag wobble. You can see that there's almost 50% less mag wobble, which means that it's tight enough now that when we actually cycle the bolt, we'll actually be able to push around into the chamber instead of the bolt riding over the top of the round, because the magazine well is, or the mag is wobbling too much in the magazine well.